Oshi no Ko is extremely popular right now. My friends, my peers, strangers on the internet, pretty much everyone on Earth is recommending that I watch the first episode, and they're probably telling you to watch it as well. The source material was written by the same author of Kaguya-sama Love is War, a series so well received that one of its listed genres is just award-winning. Oshi no Ko has great visuals and music, and it jumped to the top of all ratings and popularity metrics immediately on release. But is it actually good? Well, I'm going to save a little bit of time here. Based on what I've seen so far, I would say yes, this show is extremely good. Seriously, if you haven't seen it, just go watch it right now and then come back and finish this video. The series explores the deceit, beauty, and ugliness of show business while delving into themes of society, love, and the human condition. We're repeatedly told that there's value in lies, but shown that the results of these deceptions are tragic and hurtful, and yet the presumed main character, Hoshino Ai, is framed in a sympathetic light, despite being one of the biggest liars in the story. In the end, I could only feel empathy for her inability to love or to be loved by others, and her unfulfilled struggle to experience true emotion by putting on a fake smile and acting out the role she was assigned. The most heartbreaking thing for me is when she realized that her love for her children was genuine, and even though she was able to spend several years with them and made many happy memories, the realization ultimately came too late, at the very end of her life. In this society filled with beautiful lies and convenient deceptions, the real world can still be brutal, unfair, and cruel. Within the first few minutes of the show, I already felt it tugging on my heartstrings, and by the end I was moved to tears multiple times by beautiful and horrible moments alike. But there's also humor in addition to drama. That's really the strength of Oshi no Ko. It doesn't fixate on just this ugliness or the beauty, but it gives us a realistic view of both sides. It's a true examination of the nature of humans. With so many time skips and the tone shifting, there is a risk of the narrative lacking a cohesive structure. And this could be jarring for some series, but Oshi no Ko handles these elements exceptionally. Some series thrive when they stay in their lane and give the audience what they want to see. But I thought Oshi no Ko was the opposite. It really thrived because of how unique it was and how it defied these conventions of genre and storytelling. I'll quickly note that the visuals in this anime were extremely appealing to me. I ended up taking over 200 screenshots while I was preparing to make this video. And I knew I wasn't going to use that many, but there were just so many beautiful images and scenes. I was pressing the screen capture button almost constantly. We are introduced to the true main characters of the series in the second act, when Hoshino secretly gives birth to the twins, Aqua and Ruby. This was easily the best use of infant characters I've personally seen in anime. Aqua and Ruby feel like real characters. They never annoy me with childlike antics, and the concept of them retaining their past memories while needing to explore each new stage of life was very engaging, and it kept me hooked. The second act had a lot to say about show business, but it never felt hostile or misinformed in its observations. There were criticisms of some aspects of the industries, but they were balanced out by moments that showed the genuine side of things. One example I liked is the scene where Hoshino performed for the first time after she had disappeared for months. And all of these jaded and pessimistic people working behind the set were immediately enthralled by her performance. We're constantly told this isn't a place for art, this is a place for business. And yet we're shown that there is beauty in this form of art. The lies go both ways. The industry tries to stifle creativity, and yet it still blooms. And while there were particularly dark elements and dire consequences resulting from the parasocial economy of fame and fandom, the existence of fans who supported Hoshino from the bottom of their hearts with no ulterior motives was also shown to us strongly. The author had a lot more than just criticism, and we know this because he made the main character a supporter of Hoshino, and he created that bond of unconditional love and support between them. The narrative used its own premise very effectively. I thought it was clever that the TV and film director was able to recognize the value of these super intelligent talking babies, and naturally he wanted Aqua to appear in his production. It was a nice touch that Aqua was also playing with his smartphone or reading books all the time, and I really enjoyed the idea that Ruby was able to dance because she had spent hours memorizing choreography in her past life. On that note, I was so happy to see that Serena was given another chance at a second life. Her character and her story were extremely beautiful and touching to me. My favorite part of this premiere, when I truly started to get into it, was in the third act, and it wasn't just because of the twist. This exploration of Ruby's character, the elaboration on her past life, and her relationship with Hoshino, it was so heartwarming, painful, and this mix of emotions pushed the narrative to the next level for me. I'm glad there were scenes of Hoshino being a real mother before the end. The way she responded to her own killer was so pure-hearted, and yet the way she was drawn in death was absolutely horrifying. The studio did not pull any punches with these visuals. This broad range of themes and emotions continued to be one of the core strengths of Oshi no Ko, right up to the very end. Miyako was shown to be antagonistic early on, nearly breaking under the stress of raising these children that weren't her own. The dilemma of the twins needing to intercede with her schemes was novel, but I really enjoyed the moment in the third act where Miyako admits that she viewed Aqua and Ruby as her own children, and asked to continue being their mother. And the moment in the car, after the funeral, where Aqua realizes what was really going on in this story, it was about as epic as any vow of revenge I've ever seen in any other anime. And yet this show is able to cover so many subjects so effectively, it wouldn't surprise me if the next episode focuses on a completely different theme and still manages to do an amazing job with it. In the future, I would like to see that vow of revenge come to fruition, but I would be just as happy to see the themes of industry explored further, to see the relationship between the siblings developed, to see their growth as individuals, and I would be happy if Hoshino is also able to reincarnate in some way. Maybe that's impossible, but I'd like to offer myself a convenient, beautiful deception that maybe Hoshino is also given another chance at a happy life. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know what anime or manga you'd like me to talk about next, or if you'd like more videos about Oshi no Ko. In the spirit of complete tone and genre shifting, I've got a few things to say about Gantz, but for now, enjoy the rest of your day.